They can hear us.
Oh, we talking now. They can hear us.
Don't get canceled.
So we about to
Mic
spit.
check.
Oh, you about to spit that freestyle? Go ahead with it.
Round table. Round table. Round table. Round table.
Let this scotch settle and I'll give y'all like 17. 17 bars.
Kyler Murray,
Bars for you after this
whoop
wine.
your ass. You been bad. You been ass. We gon' show you. Micah Parsons. Yeah, we running. Lion King. Yeah, we mean. Yeah, it's something. Hit the button. Yeah, we frontin'. Cut it on.
That shit hot.
Yeah, we live.
I'm feeling it, bro.
95. Keep it real. Skywalker Steel. Y'all be hating on our nation. What this mean to ya? Okoye media. What you mean? Buster King.
He really doing it.
Bring the party. Lombardi. We guarded. I almost said retarded, but I would've got canceled for saying retarded. Oh yeah, we live.
My son locked himself out in the middle of my live. You know, I don't like to get up. I don't like to be disturbed.
All right. Hey, yo, listen. Koye, get your glutamine out the camera, sir. Damn. Anyway, what's good, y'all? This is the round table with 5 E's. You know what I'm saying? Let me just hit that button one time. We ain't doing nothing else. I was just telling Law Nation, brother Lawrence here, for this thing got going. I was saying how bold we are to do something the night of New Year's while the damn college football playoff game is on. But this the round table. We do what we want. You understand?
We do what we want around here.
Do what we want.
Right.
Fellas, what's good with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Before we get going.
We about to go in 2022.
Hey, Happy New Year's, fellas. I mean, I'm kind of glad.
Happy New Year's to you.
Happy New Year.
Bringing in the New Year's with the squad, you know what I mean? And the nation.
Yeah.
Right?
The
I
squad.
got some fire water for you, Foots.
The squad and the nation.
I got some fire water for you.
Some fire ass water, huh? So look,
Fire ass water.
if y'all ain't doing nothing else, man, kick up your feet, cool it, enjoy this cowboy content. If you got something to do because it's Friday and it happened to be New Year's, just rewind the shit and listen to it later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of y'all gonna wake up to this. Some of y'all gonna go to sleep to this.
Richard Welch dropped 50 in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Eric Montoya dropped 20. So listen, I just kind of want to kick some mess off real fast. Hold on, wait, I messed this up. Hold on, let me
start mess early.
Let me pop out the chat so I can see y'all
Early.
there and put us back up there. All right, cool. So I got some good mess for y'all, okay? I have a myriad of topics that I want to touch on.
He said myriad. Come
on.
That's number one. We're gonna count them out too. Every time you use a $20 word, we counting it out.
Please.
Soliloquy.
Please.
I'm taking a
Myriad.
shot for every time I hear juxtapose.
Please.
Let me get my shot glass while y'all do that.
Please. Lawrence, that shot glass is very
adjacent to Micah Parsons.
Law Nation, that shot glass is very silgific, sir. That's a very silgific shot glass. That's a very silgific shot glass. Listen. So look,
Y'all ain't gonna like us tonight.
Right.
we ain't getting no work done. So I'm gonna wait till Law get back. They love to just leave right before the nonsense get going. But listen, Cowboys are locked into the playoffs. We are the locked in division leaders. That deserves to be shouted out. That deserves to be celebrated. But we not done because if we were done, we could be resting people. We could be sitting people. We could be looking at the young talent. You know what I'm saying? All that. But we gotta put the foot on the floor because we have many other things to do there. Kyler Murray was talking shit in the preseason, so we got to show him what the dealio is. But before we talk about all that, you know what I'm saying, Law Nation's back, I got some mess for y'all.
You go right here.
Is DeMarcus Lawrence?
Henny, Law?
Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, what? Okay, here we go.
Law got Henny.
Slow down.
My bad.
Slow down, Koye.
Law, you ain't going nowhere tonight, is you?
Don't drive.
He go everywhere.
Ain't go KZ, no
He already there. He got like 8 of them. It's like 8 laws.
No KZ.
I'm just making sure, bro. I'm trying to be a good friend from a distance.
Listen, this is either going to be the best round table or the worst we've ever done.
Probably we just we just stepped all on what Bobby trying to say.
Don't worry about it.
My bad, Vibes. We love you, bro. My bad.
This is what we do. Listen, is DeMarcus Lawrence the best defensive player on this team? And if not, is he the most important? Is he the best defensive player on this team? I'm asking all y'all. I'm just gonna ask each of you individually. Is he the best defensive player on this team? And if not, or is he the most important? I asked you at a call. Yeah, you going last. You know how to do this. Or is he most important? Law Nation, please, sir, take the floor first.
I first started off with DeMarcus Lawrence. I said I'm not going to call him Tank. I'm not going to call him D-Law. Not going to call him DeMarcus. None of that. I'm going to call him DeMarcus Lawrence until he make plays. That brother came back and he saw what the young line was doing, and he said to himself, man, I can be rejuvenated. This dude last game had a tackle for loss, a sack, a touchdown, an interception. You mean, hey, it's one order of law. Thou shalt not run on law side. So I'm going to tell y'all, man, that dude right there, he's valuable because one thing about playoff time, you must stop the run and play good defense. That's the bottom line. So I think that D-Law, DeMarcus Lawrence, value increased by Parsons playing so well. Because remember, we used to say and go back and forth and say, hey, D-Law had 2 and 3 people on him. Now, teams wish that they can do that because you got to focus attention on Parsons, and D-Law can win on his one-on-one. So that's why he's so valuable. You know, how can you equate Pippen's value without Jordan? How can you equate Jordan value without Pippen?
Very true.
And Law, he been doing it from B gap, sir. And he been, so that technically makes him one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Also, man, I'm ready to talk 100%. My shit. I'm ready to talk my shit.
Start that mess. I heard you on the on your breakdown.
I heard you say that on Sky Channel. So I'm ready. I'm ready for you to go, Okoye.
I'm just ready to talk my shit.
Yeah, I went off on
you said you can get rid of the laws and all this stuff. I said, wait a minute.
I did. But every time I come at somebody, man,
go ahead, then, Koye. Let us know about Joe Thomas.
Every time
go ahead.
You're welcome. You're welcome, D-Law. Every time I come at somebody, go off, man. D-Law, I said that we can get rid of him for signing other talent. Like we could probably keep 3 or 4 other guys if we got rid of him. And he came out and he shut me up. On that one, man, y'all gotta agree on this one. Is he playing better now than I've ever seen him play since his contract year? Yeah, man, he's elevated his game, but I still can't say he's the best player on this defense due to the fact that Micah Parsons is just something that nobody's ever seen what Micah Parsons is doing.
So let me ask you this though, Koye, real fast though. With that being said, just double up on this. Micah Parsons is a phenomenal pass rusher. We know that, and he does things in this defense. Give me the whole picture though, right? Give me like the overall deal because D-Law does more than just run stopping. You know what I'm saying? He's giving us a little bit of everything. So take D-Law's whole resume, right? I'm just trying to get you. Right. I'm not picking a side. I just want to get everybody to think real quick, right? Take D-Law's whole skill set and Parsons is his whole skill set and put them next to each other. Go ahead. So go ahead, Koye. Do that for me, please.
I'm going to give you this. D-Law's versatility goes horizontal, meaning all across the line of scrimmage, D-Law is effective, period, wherever you're going to put him at. The reason I give Micah Parsons the edge is because Micah Parsons is just as effective down in the trenches like D-Law, right? But then he's also effective at middle linebacker. We saw that play against the Giants where he switches in coverage where we see guys like AB and even Trayvon have trouble with communication, with switching or recognizing things like that instinctively and making plays down the field. So because Micah Parsons making plays all over the field, I got to still get at the Micah Parsons. But D-Law, his versatility and his game has elevated to a point where I gotta show respect. I'm not here to hate on no Cowboys players. If it's showing up on film, it's showing up, and he's showing up. So I hope that he can keep it up and keep doing what he's doing. And we can't disrespect what Randy Gregory's doing on the other side either. So I think those three, that's the trifecta to me. And however it lays, like if somebody made that argument and wanted to stand on it, at this point with the way he's been playing since he's gotten back, I wouldn't try to fight you for it.
We'll still go ahead.
Fight you for it.
We'll still go ahead, sir.
Now, it's tough it's hard to argue it at this point the way he's playing, but this is why Micah Parsons is not only your best player, but your most important player because we've seen him hold this defense down when D-Law was out.
Sure.
And we've never really seen anybody be able to hold this defense down. I think Micah Parsons, if you don't have him on this team, this defense isn't doing what it was doing without DeMarcus Lawrence.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, he
and
showed
when Randy
his value.
got hurt too, right? Yeah.
And when Randy got hurt, exactly. He showed his value from all levels of the field, really, right? We've seen what he could do when D-Law was out and he's playing defensive end. I think I know he's our best middle linebacker and run defender from that spot. He can rush from there or he can put his hands in the dirt. And one of the things nobody talking about is his coverage, bro. Like he's in the spots. He looks way better, more comfortable when he drops back. And we saw him make that heady, high football IQ play on on Galladay. So I just think Micah Parsons is just different, man. So
let me ask you this, guy. I know your football reference is great, but what about your basketball reference? I know you know that the big three theory. Boston had their big three. So who is the big three for the Cowboys on that defensive side of the coin? Or is this bigger than that big three?
It's bigger than that.
Which one of y'all TV on? That's what I'm asking first. For some that watching that.
I'm just waiting my turn, man.
I was listening to the same thing, bro.
For some that watching that Subway commercial loud as hell, man. Come on, man.
You got
I was watching that. I was watching that game.
You falling asleep is what you're doing. You ain't playing nobody drums tonight at church. Will still okay.
Big three.
The big three. Go ahead.
Big three, bro. It's D-Law, Randy Gregory, and Micah Parsons. That's no knock to Diggs, bro. Those three dudes is what is going to make you have a chance in the playoffs against the top quarterbacks. Because no matter how good you are as a quarterback, the great neutralizer is a pass rush.
I agree. This is a fantastic problem to have, though. Like the idea that we're not talking about Randy or Diggs as like player one, player two. That's a because those dudes can go to somebody else's team and be player one and player two. That's all I'm saying, brother Brad. Right. I apologize for calling you out, sir. What do you have for this D-Law's back?
Gonna say I'm sleeping on. I hate it.
I mean, look at your face. Look at
I know.
Feel so over this shit.
Cyberbullying, my boy. That's good.
You gonna kill everybody at school tomorrow.
Let him talk, Okoye. Damn. Let's let him talk.
Bad, Foots.
I know for me,
Koye, what you got in your cup?
D-Law, I just think that the ability to play the run.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he's a better player than Micah Parsons. I mean, Micah Parsons' skill set is out of this world. But to me, the ability to stand up, stack shit, get his hands on O-linemen, like you said, from the B-gap, when you watch that Skins game, when they kicked him inside, and he was just able to press those linemen play after play after play. And really, the whole D-line did a good job of doing that. It's no wrong answer, Voch, but most important to really – because there were times when Micah was going off in games, but the defense was still getting shredded. If you look at the Denver game, Micah had 2 sacks in that game,
right?
But we didn't really
everywhere,
play.
Though.
Yeah.
No, but that's my point. Hold on, Scott. That's my point about its importance. When we talk importance, I'm not saying that because if you take Mike off the defense, you definitely it don't look as good. So I will give you that.
Sure.
But
you have a problem.
in the playoffs, you need to be able to stop the run first.
You're gonna need all of them. Yeah.
Like we saw in that Rams game 2 years ago, we couldn't stop the run. We was dead. Like Jared Goff didn't do much, but we couldn't stop the run. Looking at if we had to play San Francisco, you better have DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm gonna tell you that now. You better have both. You better have both. Yo,
DeMarcus Lawrence played in that game. You know who wasn't there?
Who's that?
Micah Parsons.
He played in that game, but you get my point, bro. Like
I feel you, but I'm saying if Micah's there, I think that changes things.
No, I mean it's no wrong answer. That's the point. I don't want to get into.
I would agree.
What I think about D-Law
against each other. The point is, to me, I'm big on stopping the run. Like if you can't stop the run, even pass rush, because on certain pass rush sets, I'm not going to say that Micah gets washed, but it's just not his thing to be able to. It's really a tricky answer, and that's why Voch is starting this. It's really a tricky answer. As far as skill set is Micah Parsons. Nobody in the league is on Micah Parsons' level as far as skill set.
But like right now, though, is what I'm asking. Like, and my whole angle at this is I was thinking about the offense, right? Because we all said the same thing collectively watching the game last week. Like, yo, bro, if we could take this shit and do it 6 more times, it's a wrap. This offense, this defense, 6 more times. That's 6 more times. You understand what I'm saying? And I look at D-Law. I look at him like I look at Cooper on the other side. You know what I mean? Like Dak may be, your number one player or whatever. Tyron and Zach may be the better players, but this shit, Coop stirs it. You know what I'm saying? It lives and dies, or at least that's the evidence that I've seen so far. It kind of lives.
That's what I've been saying for years.
Whether he's catching the ball,
the passing game.
Offensively, the problem with Lamb is that's a whole nother argument because
I said Coop.
Lamb now is. I know, but that's
okay. Go ahead.
So Coop, I still think that Lamb is the best receiver ability.
But Lamb ain't ready to do it by himself yet.
The problem with Lamb is you seen some focus things, not being where you're supposed to be, drops. So that
miscommunications.
Miscommunication, of course.
Him and Dak they got a different level of poise. Really. But you could say the same thing, Voch, for Micah on the other end, because the reason we just said it, the reason you see D-Law playing the way he plays, and they also say it too. He said, I'm trying to stay ahead of these young guys. So the animal nature that Micah Parsons has brought to this defense, where he like shushing LVE in Hard Knocks with LVE talking about you don't got to make every play. He said, watch me. Lions always hungry. So that mentality, though, I would say that's a mixture of either him and Kurtz. They brought that new competitive spirit and drive throughout this entire defense. So that is what's really bringing the game out of D-Law, because D-Law been a good player, but he's never he peaked when he got his money and showed you what he can do, and then he kind of just put it on autopilot. He can't afford to do autopilot right now because you got guys around you that's gonna make you look bad if you do.
The only reason I push back on that Okoye is because I've seen D-Law get triple teamed and Robert Quinn get double-digit sacks, or him get triple teamed and Jeremy Mincey ends up doing something well.
Robert Quinn playing very well right now.
He's playing well now, but we're finally in a situation to where, all right, bitch, double team him. Double team him now. And you see the whole thing kind of flourishing from it. And we definitely gonna touch on Neville Gallimore in a sec. What you about to say, Foots?
I was about to say, bro, it's healthy competition. Like, this is what you want. We haven't even mentioned Randy Gregory. And honestly, if you talking about pure pass rush ability, I can't put him on Micah. But he damn close. Like, bro, like Randy Gregory.
I think
Randy's still better than Micah.
I still think Randy's a better pass rusher than Micah.
He got that twitch. That's all.
Like, all right, so let me.
Micah just run a 4-3.
Sky's opinion on this, because Sky been on Micah before everybody. Do you think pure pass rusher? Who's a pure better pass rusher? Micah or Randy?
It's Randy.
I came into this year saying Randy Gregory is our best pure pass rusher. That doesn't mean he was the better defensive end, because D-Law can do everything. Although Randy's showing you can do some things too.
Yeah, he's top.
I tell you why it's Randy. I tell you why it's Randy.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I tell you why it's Randy.
This is a major difference.
He just can't go 3-tech like D-Law can.
I tell you why.
Randy's a 4.65 guy. Parsons 4.3.
I tell you why.
That's what God give you.
I tell you why it's
Randy.
Randy.
That's what God give you. Like, Lord, that's what God give you.
No, watch this.
Give you 4.3.
I tell you why.
I tell you why. Train all you want.
First of all, there's no handbook on how to block people that run a 4.340. So that's just the little first thing. But I still
got
think
good leverage and strength at that. Yeah.
Right. I still think Randy's the better pass rusher though, because Randy knows how to pass rush. That's the scary thing about Micah. Micah don't even know what the fuck he's doing yet. Micah out there trying shit.
Look, y'all. Randy the best right now.
Right now.
But it ain't gonna be too.
I can't speak. I can't speak for what's gonna happen in 3 years, but right now I still got Randy because he knows how to, transition speed to power. He knows how to like win the bull rush, win the attack. He's still better with those gap exchange stunts.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Voch?
Please.
Do you ever want Micah to play one position?
Never.
Never.
Exactly.
Never.
No.
And so that's the beautiful thing. I was thinking about this, guys. Our offense has been great for these last couple years. We have the ability right now to have a 10-year dynasty on defense, if you really think about it.
Man, hold the fuck up.
Because
what's the most dangerous piece on the chessboard? What's the most dangerous piece on the chessboard?
The queen.
The queen, for sure.
To your point. I put this on my IG page. The whole saying to a jack of all trades is a master of none, still better than the master of one. I never knew that's what it meant. I know Law knew that whole thing because Law be knowing all that weird.
Law know all the
Say that shit again.
They say it's the master is a master of none, but still always better than a master of one. That's Micah Parsons right there, man. He's jack of all trades, but he might not be better than any one person at one position that you put him up against, but he can do a good enough job at each one, an A-level job.
I'm gonna flip this now. I'm gonna flip this, Okoye. He's better. Like, if you look at by year 3, I think he'll be a better pass rusher than TJ Watt. I think he'll be a better linebacker. Right. He really, He
already is because he's not full time. They got 100 more pass rushers than he got.
But
Okoye, right there where he had numbers wise.
But Okoye, but Okoye.
Give him 100 more snaps at pass rush like TJ. He'll beat TJ ass.
I think I kind of disagree on that, which is why it's more important to move him around. Like Fuss was saying, I think he gets so many of these sacks because we only bring him every now and then, and he really catch folks slipping. Like if you can get a rhythm for Parsons, and it's just me guessing because I don't know because I ain't seen it.
You can block him,
but
yeah. He's blockable.
If you could get a rhythm for it, you can react to it. But if he just line up, all right, y'all, I'm covering, psych, that's when he gets you. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I said he was the better player on the team too, because even when he lines up, that play where Gregory got a free run on the outside, right? There were 3 guys over there. The only reason they didn't touch him is because him and Kirsch were standing in the middle of the field, and you gotta respect Parsons pre-snap, period. So his effect on the game is like he could affect the game in too many different places.
Go ahead, Scott.
The reason why you don't want to keep him on one side is because Dan Quinn brought this up. He used to coach Jason Taylor, Hall of Fame defensive end, and he said you can take out one guy, and not every play, but you can shade you can move the line down, you can chip, have a tight end, things like that. You can wear that rusher down. What makes Micah so damn great is it is the biggest mismatch, in my opinion, in all of football. And I'm not lying. In all of football,
no, you're right.
Is Micah Parsons in the B gap against your center or your guard.
Yeah,
that can't be
beating him with his feet.
That's a great
so
point,
and Voch pointed it out on his film review. He said that when you rush from B gap, you can't double. So if you can't double Micah Parsons with a goddamn guard, that is a mismatch all day. So I would love to keep him at middle linebacker and defensive end combo situation.
Yeah, I do love that terminology, the end game. You know what I'm saying? When you put
that.
all what Voch use, man, damn.
You need to get a damn shirt, bro.
Look at Voch's face.
The end game. Because every time I do a video, they be like, the end game, Law, it's the end game. I said, shit, I'm gonna have to change it to the end game now.
No, you're not.
Uh-huh.
But listen though, but this is something fascinating that I noticed. End game was all ends, which is why I called the shit end game, right?
Right. Brilliant concept.
Funny enough, Neville Gallimore shows up. Now his ass is part of Endgame. You know what I'm saying? Neville Gallimore.
He the Hawk.
Move like one.
He the Hawk.
He damn sure is.
That goes back to my fellas. This is the dynasty part we're talking about. When you can get these guys on rookie deals playing like that, I mean, what we talk like? Let's be honest, y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know the scariest thing about this defense? I'm king safety, Foots. I'm roof. You know I say it, Voch. Dog, if Malik Hooker gonna play like Ohio State Malik, y'all can cancel Christmas. That's why I'm locking in. It like Scott, if he's gonna play like that, if he's gonna run the alley like that, he's better than every safety that's on this roster. Because we know
he could do what Kurtz can do. Yeah.
Bruh, oh my God. He jumped off my screen with that play. I said, hold up. That's different.
You talking about when he slashed in the Giants game?
When he came
down, he was a different speed on slow motion. He was still moving at normal speed.
That was on Barkley though, Okoye. Like, bro,
how many more lives KZ got then, Foots?
And he was coming from deep on that. How you beat the guys that's on the line to the ball?
Bruh,
that was Roy Williams special. Roy Williams used to do that, man.
Go ahead, Scott.
Here's my thing. Go ahead, Can I put kind of a, I don't want to say a problem, but just put this out in the air.
Sure.
I don't know that I want to move Hooker to full-time free safety. I like what Okoye called him. He said KZ is the what you call it, the umbrella,
the pillow,
like the rainbow. He's over the top.
So he's like a rainbow because he's always on the top. He's on the roof, like Foot says, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hooker showed me that he could be a sphere, meaning he's playing everywhere.
Yeah,
he's moving all over the place on this defense, and he's doing it at a high level. So, I'm still in the ring of let's go get a free safety, like a young buck from the draft.
I wouldn't do that though.
I wouldn't do
next year.
Like, hey, Donovan Wilson,
or move Wilson over.
Hey, Scott, let me ask you this.
Hold on, time out. You said You said KZ a rainbow and Hooker the atmosphere. What you said?
He called him a sphere.
A sphere. When you're looking at like where they play, he plays above, below, like, all around.
That shit crazy. That shit kind of crazy. That shit kind of, you know what, Corey?
Hey, Corey be coming up with some stuff. Hey, Scott, let me ask you a question real quick. When we play the Cardinals this week, and I know Voch is gonna. I just want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Do we now look at the way the game is played? The Cardinals' run game is really, they're not gonna try to maul you. No. Is this going to be a time? Is this going to be a time where we really see Kurtz committed to playing backer with Keanu Neal out?
Yes.
And now you exactly.
All
What are
four.
we doing this
Donovan
weekend?
Wilson and J-Ron Kerr should be your other linebackers in this game.
When the
even
police go
if
by,
Neil
I'll
was there,
respond.
bro.
I'm at the point to where I don't even want to like have takes on defense no more. I just want to trust Dan Quinn and just enjoy the ride. I don't want to be I don't want to be smart football guy no more. Hey, Voch, you think we can find a way to 50? I don't care. Whatever Dan Quinn want. If Dan Quinn want to play Osa Odigizua at strong safety, he knows something I don't know. He knows something I don't know. Fuck, he can do it. Do it again. That motherfucker make a play. I'm cheerleading for him. I don't care. I trust Dan Quinn. With that being said, though, Segway Jones, and this ain't me shooting at anybody. This ain't Voch being aggressive. I just simply want to have a conversation with my bros. Early in the
That
season.
sound like when people start off with like no disrespect, but
Respectfully. I hate you.
no disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect.
I hate you. No, because this because I know Okoye and your attitude. I just know how you get, man. You damn competitive. I know how you get. Listen,
let's get it.
All I'm saying, bro, and I'm doing this for everybody because all y'all said the same shit. When early in the season we did a roundtable just like this one, and Osa Odigizua was lighting the world on fire, and he's still gonna be the future, and he's still impressive, and he gonna help us win a Super Bowl. But when I asked y'all, I was like, all right, cool, Osa's fire, but what happens when Tristan and Neville get back? And Fuss was like, well, we're gonna shoot. It sounded like you just wanted to get rid of Tristan Hill, Brother Foots, and you just wanted to bench Neville Gallimore, Brother Foots, and Okoye sounded like he just wanted to rotate Neville Gallimore.
Voch, you are lying.
And then I got it's on YouTube. That shit's on the internet. That shit's on the internet.
Let's hear it.
But anyway,
Voch,
I'll go find it. But anyway,
you know you gonna find it too.
I'm definitely find it. But anyway, Neville Gallimore shows up wide as a refrigerator.
Poison.
Right.
And I'm like, Neville Gallimore big as hell. And then he kept the speed and the quickness. And he started beating the shit out of people. And then like Leighton Vander Esch started looking good. And I was like, oh,
crazy.
For a game.
And
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm about to say, hey,
A game.
because
better.
Tristan,
He's all looking better.
Stop with the Tristan. He been after the Skins game. I haven't really seen much.
Because he was out. Foots, you quit hating on Tristan Hill. He was out.
That's what
God,
You ain't
damn.
noticing. We don't be knowing who out though. That's the
Nah, he's flashed.
Tristan
You don't
Hill.
even miss these guys.
Tristan Hill
No, he
missed.
flashed in the Washington game.
Tristan Hill missed
But
3
that's what
games.
Tristan is.
He punched the dude in the face and he caught COVID. So Tristan been out. But when Tristan came back, Tristan wasn't no scrub. And when Neville came back, he was better than everybody else. So now this, like I said, this ain't me. See how y'all made this me shooting at y'all. I just want to simply revisit what the hell do we do at D tackle now because we got some guys back. Like,
hold on,
what are we gonna
better
do?
than Osa, or you hadn't seen him in a while and he was playing at the same level.
I'm just asking you.
He's been better.
I'm just asking you.
I don't know. Hold on. What are they asking him to do?
If you think Tristan Hill is trash, we're gonna fight. If you think Tristan Hill trash, we're gonna scream.
You think Tristan's playing better than Osa though?
I ain't saying that.
Oh, I thought y'all meant Neville. I thought y'all meant Neville.
I ain't saying that.
Neville is.
I ain't saying that.
Neville.
Okay.
Neville is definitely.
I was about to say I can't co-sign.
But Osa's playing great. Like
I haven't seen.
I like Tristan though. I ain't hating on him.
Hold up.
He's just not doing that.
Osa is, and I said this because we got to acknowledge this as truthful Cowboys content creators. Osa hit a bit of a rookie wall, and that's okay.
Yes.
We understand that,
Sure.
right?
That's not the point. Go ahead. Hit it.
But what I thought was going to happen with Osa is exactly what's happening. You get Tristan back, you get Neville back. You now you utilize him in
This
20
rotation.
to 25 snaps, 30 at most, and he's
Exactly.
fresh.
I
And
knew
now
he
he's
was gonna hit
being that old Osa. So I'm not complaining at all about this rotation. Keep it a rotation. Don't play
Any love
anybody's
for
song.
Carlos Watkins?
Yes.
Yeah, Carlos been
You
doing
gotta
well.
respect every lineman that's lined up. Even Hamilton, shout out to him before he left. When they lined up, they was balling. But the reason we talking about Osa though is his first year. He a rookie though. So
It's
Osa's
very
overall limit is still
His
better than
ceiling
Neville
is
in my
higher.
opinion.
I want to fight
Because
back.
he's a rookie.
I want to fight.
And
with
he's 285 rookie.
I
at
want to
that.
fight with you, Voch.
Come on,
Yeah,
Foots.
throw your hands up because this is why I gotta say this. Now, Voch, you be the main one talking about peanut butter. This man always talking about peanut butter, and they gotta get thicker. Okoye, listen. For the first, how many weeks was that? And Scott, respect to you with the rookie wall. But how many he got his rounds with Vacho? I just beat that.
What you saying,
Nah,
Foots?
hey, Vacho. Hey,
What's
Vacho,
those shotgun shells?
What you saying, Foots?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, Vacho.
He got the 12 gauge slugs ready for you.
Go ahead, Foots. What you
Could
saying?
it-
You want to
could
fight
it-
Vacho? You want to
could
fight
it-
Vacho? Do what? Go ahead.
Could it be one of them things that his body just simply started to wear down?
Who is that? Osa?
Rookie wall.
Osa as
did.
Osa
it's
tired.
gritty in them trenches, bro.
Osa
It's
exhausted.
gritty in them trenches, bro.
Osa exhausted.
And he's not supposed to be playing so much one tech.
Right,
He's playing
right.
one tech a lot at 285, bro. You got to give him his credit, man.
285, that's different.
Taking
bro.
on double teams, putting his foot in the ground, and not losing.
We're not
for
fighting.
half
We're
a
not fighting
season.
about that.
Yeah.
We're not fighting about
by
that.
Brent Urban going out, it made that man play more,
But Foots,
Hello?
He's a
That's
rookie,
where I'm
bro.
at.
well, see, Foots,
And
we
you're
don't.
not
we
scared
don't.
to see those guys on the field. You saw that Voch in the Washington game. They had one play where it was Micah standing behind standing behind Osa, Chauncey, and Bohanna. We had 4 rookies on the field at one time, and you wasn't like you ain't chopping, you ain't scared, you ain't trembling.
They was tearing shit up.
Doing,
right. And I don't.
So that's all I'm saying. They rookies.
I don't disagree
what I mean?
with Foots, and
They're not better yet.
The future forecast is incredible for this, and which is why we're going to be a dynasty. And I'm totally with Foots. I've been saying that for a while now. But I think Tristan and Neville coming back actually helped Osa, because Osa tired,
100%.
man. Osa been
He
playing.
needed a spell. Yeah,
He been playing 50
he was
snaps
right.
a game or something. He was really all we had on the inside, plus with Carlos or whatever.
Consecutively,
So now we got all these cats, and if you look at the last game, Osa is give you some more of them plays where he's just tearing shit up in the middle again. There was this phase where he wasn't doing much of that. He kind of got back to that these last few games or so because he's not as exhausted. He has
Bosh,
a chance
let
to
me
get
ask you
water
this.
and oxygen, sir. Go ahead, Foots.
Bosh,
Yes, sir.
let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't have happened any better when you think about it. Obviously, we didn't want Neville to be hurt, but the reps that Osa was able to get, I think these sub packages, guys, in the playoffs, it's about to get nasty. I don't even think Dan Quinn is really showing everything. I think we'll see a little bit of a scheme.
You don't have to.
And I also want to ask y'all this too.
Sure.
With the chance of us seeing the Cardinals again and Philly again,
Do we show everything now?
leave it at
Vanilla.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Corey, what are we doing there, y'all? Because because I'm going to be honest. I said this, and y'all know I be on Kellen Moore. For the longest said, I don't think Kellen Moore has been showing a lot. You look at the teams in our division. We're going to win the division. But I just think that he had pulled back. And so what I'm saying is, like, with the Cardinals, you got to have a distinct game plan for Kyler Murray, I think. Actually, you really don't, because the Detroit game, they really just played sound football, and the Cardinals didn't. But
I was just about to say, I don't really think you need too much scheme to beat Kyler and them. I just think you just got to be physical and fast, and we physical and fast.
We got that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So good luck to these hoes in the
And we don't
playoffs.
have a defensive scheme anyway. So the reason it doesn't matter what we put on tape is because we play offenses the way we have to.
Sure.
So however when you see those 2 safety looks where we're going in big nickel, where you got Wilson is out when Wilson's available, Wilson out there, or Hooker down near the line of scrimmage, and Kurtz is when we're playing teams that like to play 12 personnel.
Sure.
We'll play you that way. If we playing 11 personnel, we come out in different looks. So we don't have one style of we have what you would truly call a multi defense.
Right.
We're not 3-4, we're not 4-3, we're not nickel. We got a little bit of everything. So it don't matter what we put on film in any one game. We can beat you in several ways.
Hey, yo, listen,
Either
man.
zone or man.
I also think that the mindset is going to be there, because there's 2 games at once, the defense versus the offense. So if the offense ever showing that they slacking, the defense going to be like, hey, we beating y'all what? We just scored another turnover. We just scored another touchdown, basically. So it's going to always push these boys to bring in more anticipation and tenacity.
And let me give
I
credit.
don't think
Go ahead, Will.
I don't think Dan Quinn is going to hold back, because, again, we talk about this, Okoye. It's not like he's doing anything complicated. What makes Dan Quinn tough to get a beat on is that he has so many players that are versatile, so they can come from anywhere on the field at any time, up and down the line of scrimmage, back end, middle, front. So it's not really necessarily about what scheme is this. It's who the hell's coming. and who's not coming, who's dropping.
And
Where is this person
we got
lined
game
up
changers
like
and game records everywhere, like you just said.
Right.
Game changing players. Like we talk about Nev. We're gonna stop pretending we ain't know Nev was gonna be something. But we talk about Nev, but he's a game changer in the run. Since he's come back, the running game is totally different because, like you were saying with LVE, like you got guys who are not getting touched at the second level because you have Tristan or Nev and Watkins and Osa who could all soak up double teams themselves. So that's freeing those guys up on the outside. It's freeing Parsons up when he wants to line up in the A gap. You can't double team any of our pass rushers because we got guys that can eat blocks. And Nev is one of those guys that can not only eat blocks but can take you back to the ball to the quarterback too. So it's just like we different, man.
We knew
you gotta prepare to beat us. It's not like we have to scheme to beat you. You have to scheme to try to be successful against what we're going to show you. Period.
Can I ask y'all a question, fellas?
We dictate. Go ahead.
Do y'all remember that 2019 Atlanta defense?
Do I remember it? I mean,
Grady was
especially.
Grady was on
it. Jones, Grady, and they just was fast, bro. I think they played. I want to say they played Philly. They played somebody in the playoffs, and bro, they was just flying around.
Oh no,
like
not in 2019.
Hold on, what was the year they went to the Super Bowl?
2016.
Was it the 2016 year?
Something like that. Yeah.
Was it?
2016.
Was it?
Yeah. When they played, when they played Philly in the playoffs.
That's when I just was like, yeah, Deion Jones is just fast. Like he's just not a big, bulky linebacker. He just can play sideline to sideline. That's what this defense looks like, man. Like it's crazy how Dan Quinn is. Facts, Law. Better.
Yeah.
How Dan Quinn is able to.
Something I think
because Dan Quinn went to the lab and said what worked in Seattle, what worked in Atlanta, what didn't work in Seattle, what didn't work in Atlanta, and let's kind of combine these things and let's adapt, because this isn't the same Dan Quinn that we saw in previous years. He was mostly a cover 3 guy. Right now, we're running mostly zone. So to me, that's a hat tip to
we running man. We running cover
I'm
one.
sorry. I meant to say man. I'm running mostly man. And that's a hat tip to Dan Quinn to see his players and say, all right, let me adapt to y'all instead of y'all adapting to what I've done that's kind of not working as much anymore. And that's why I think Dan Quinn is extremely important.
They beat the Pack. They beat Seattle 36-20, and then they beat the Packers 44-21. And that was an Aaron Rodgers led team. They had that was Shanahan running that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Something I think is going to be very important.
Playing I'm just being honest.
It was okay.
It was
all right. It was cool.
Something I think. Bro, I was like 8 words into my sense of foot. Just okay, my bad, cool. Something I think is going to be very important versus the Cardinals. I'm about to give Foots credit for this because Foots kind of been the first one saying this and kind of leading this charge or whatever. Is Kyler like to pout? And I think that if you get on them early, like they might just quit on you. You know what I'm saying? They just might roll over and just just let you do what you want to do to them. So if we can blow out the Cardinals Sunday, won't that be some headlines for you? Go ahead, Foot, say what you were saying. My bad.
I was just my mind went somewhere else because I just think about our team speed.
You was talking about the Falcons or something, but go ahead, tell us about.
Well, bro, so if you think about this team, right?
Yes, sir.
Micah Parsons is a better Deion Jones.
Sure.
Who do they have on? I think Casey he wasn't on that team. Who they had in the back end, but the point is, I know they had Trufant. It was one of their corners. Diggs is better than Trufant. I just think that you know what I mean. I just think that this defense is like the headlines and to mainstream media. Everybody's like the offense, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, dog, we're winning games by 10 or more points, and we're in a slump. Like I told folks, the Saints game wasn't going to be an easy game. Sure. And people were like, oh, you should be blowing out, take some help. I'm like, dog, that defense is real. Yeah. The Saints defense is not and so it just kills me. Yeah, that defense is real. And so you did what you were supposed to do against the Washington football team. I think you'll do what you're supposed to do against the Cardinals. I just see us in really good shape, man. It's crazy.
I kind of like it.
Flipping in one off season.
I kind of like it when the national people like not with us and they don't know what we're really good at, and they just, oh, that offensive line is good. Boy, that defense gives up points. Like I like it when they don't know what the hell going on, so we just quietly just sneak up on people. I mean, we run out of time.
And that's hard to do when you're the most nationally televised team, but we're sneaking up on teams.
That's what I'm saying.
We can't do like the Miami Dolphins did. You know, they just
no. I'm like, they've been winning. They're like, they've been winning. I'm like, they've been winning.
I know, 7 in a row. That's crazy.
Who knew?
So y'all never gave me your answers because Koya is really good at deflecting and debating. So who do you start, Osa or Neville, sir?
Oh, I start Neville.
Okay, then.
Definitely.
Okay. Everybody
I'm
else,
never one of those guys that say, I don't know why you pointing that at me. Look at my record speak for itself on Nev, bro. Nev just ain't been here.
Koya, we don't do a whole bunch of these. We don't do a whole bunch of these. I will listen to the last.
I thought Nev was gonna be that guy, bro.
I will listen to these.
Nev my pet cat.
Koya, you and Foots.
But I do love Osa though. But I like Osa because Nev can play that one tech. Osa at the 3 tech gonna be crazy, bro.
You and Foots, and I'm making this about y'all. Y'all was like, hey, I don't care about nothing. When they come back, Osa gotta start. Osa gotta play. And I was like, man, but we don't know what we got.
Before he hit the wall.
Before he hit the wall.
Before he hit the wall, I was saying it because I just had a feeling.
Before he hit the wall, I said that. I probably did say that before he hit the wall. But now that we've seen what he's tired, like
Koya is so
let him
good
rotate
at this.
into 20 plays.
Let me just give you flowers, Koya. You're so good at this. Like even when your information wrong,
I'm like an amoeba.
Even when your information be wrong, you debate so good. You debate so you debate wrong information.
I'm so rarely wrong.
And
man.
You should have heard.
I'm gonna say like Wolf of Wall Street. Don't judge me by my losses. Judge me by my wins because my losses are so few.
This is what I don't like about Koya. Koya actually look. I hate it.
Gotta do.
Look, Joe Thomas was so regular to me.
Don't you dare curse out.
Okoye made me sit down. Okoye made me sit down and watch Joe Thomas for an hour, and I felt so sick after. I felt so dirty because I didn't change my mind at all.
That's how bad the other two were, man. Joe Thomas was still the best linebacker on his team at that time.
That is big.
It was the truth, though. He was better than both those cats.
I hate Okoye.
Joe Thomas made a play every time I seen him play.
Jalen Smith, your boy, and Joe Thomas, boy.
Man, y'all made Jalen Smith my boy because I kept having to defend his ass. But Joe Thomas was better. I said he was better than both of them. When they keep saying Jalen my boy, but I said that Joe Thomas was the best linebacker on our team when Jalen was here. I said that.
I hate Okoye, bro.
And it was the truth.
Listen, man, on a night where there's a college football playoff going on and a Friday and New Year's, we have 1,000 people watching us live. So, hey, just one time.
Thank y'all, man.
We do what we want, man. We do what these want. Follow everybody at their respective, channels or whatever. We all do fantastic work, man. So wherever you watching us at, show us some love, man. We do this for real, for real. So do y'all have any like last words for the game Friday? For the game Sunday, pardon me. Like keys to win. What do we need to do? Honestly, the only answer is show up and play Cowboy football and don't shoot ourselves in the foot and we win. But if y'all had any additional thoughts on the game, Foster King, go first, sir.
Tackle. Elijah Moore in space. You got to tackle.
Rondell.
Rondell Moore.
I said Elijah Moore.
Elijah plays the Jets.
Rondell, yeah.
Elijah's a Jet.
I know it's one of them. They kind of the same build. Leave me alone, Voch.
I'm helping you. All right, Foot.
He trying to read us up. What's wrong with this guy?
Voch drinking something other than water over there. That's vodka.
I am not.
Voch on everybody ass. He been starting some shit today too. Voch in his fire starter mode.
Look at it.
Y'all the ones tipsy. Y'all the ones
Uh-huh.
tipsy.
As he sips his wine.
Go ahead.
Get eyes on Buda Baker.
You blinded.
Good player.
I forgot all about Buda Baker. I ain't thought of Buda Baker for real. But I just think that highly of my offense though. I just think
he's still solid though.
Yeah, he
you hit it on the head, bro. I mean, just play football, tackle. The biggest thing is you can't let Kyler, can't let him sneak out the back door. Like I feel like that's a big part of his game. If you just let him sit in the pocket, I'm cool.
Who is it?
If you let him. That's my son upstairs throwing stuff, bro.
Oh,
bro.
I thought that was Voch's.
Take nobody over here.
Hey, Scott.
I feel you, bro. I know
And
You so strong as hell. You like
my kids have been on the stream before, so yeah.
Man, nobody be banging on nothing over here. Who over here?
Hey, I thought it was this.
that's Law on recording yesterday. Is your Law doing takedowns? He's first man in. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually Law saying that. Right.
I know that's not a sound bite and shit. That's Law. That's real Law.
Service weapon.
That's one of his doppelgangers. You know, he got a whole bunch.
It's
of
like
them.
8 of them. It's like 8 of them. I just seen you at Giant in Philly last week, man. I was like, that's
Hey,
Law
shout
over
out
there.
to Giant. I'm glad.
While you was
somebody else
live
got
in
Giant.
Dallas and shit.
Yeah.
What is Giant?
Yeah, but just
What he said?
tackle,
What is
man.
Giant?
It's Giant.
What is Giant?
Somebody said, "What is Giant?"
What is Giant?
Be
It's
where
like
you
it's like
supposed
It's a
Kroger.
grocery store.
to be. It's a grocery store.
Ain't no fucking Giants down there.
I know. That's why I'm like, it's like
What is
Kroger.
Giant?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Giants.
Publix, baby.
Hey, just be where you supposed to be. Don't let Kyler sneak out the back door. Don't let him front.
Yeah.
All right, then. Law. You ever shopped at the Giants before? Law?
Nah, they definitely don't have.
Y'all don't know what Giant is, bro. That's crazy.
Nah.
Bro, we from the East Coast. They don't got
Kroger's,
that.
baby.
They don't got that
Piggly
down
Wiggly.
here.
I bet y'all. I bet y'all ain't got Piggly
Lion
Wiggly.
Safe or whatever they
I,
call it.
Piggly Wiggly,
I bet y'all ain't got
What is
Piggly
Giant?
Wiggly. I bet y'all ain't got
No,
Piggly
we
Wiggly.
don't got no Piggly
Nah,
Wiggly.
nigga, ain't got no
Nope.
Piggly Wigglies, man.
Y'all
No,
know
we
y'all
ain't
know
got none of
nothing
that.
about the
And we don't
Piggly
eat-
Wiggly, boy.
And we don't eat chitlins up here either.
I don't need them.
Hog balls, you know what I'm saying?
Hog maws they might. I don't know.
Go ahead, Law Nation. Tell us about Piggly Wiggly and Giant in the game.
Man. Hey, we gonna make that Piggly Wiggly little Kyler Murray. We want to make him hurry, through his reads and throw him off.
that nigga
and,
kicking in.
like,
He
like
rapping now.
old
Go
boy
ahead, go ahead.
Foot said. You get him to be a crybaby. Hey, last time people was talking about Jalen Hurts and they used C.J. Goodwin as a spy, and I know it was a different type of defense, right? If we were to do that, are you guys fond of having Parsons being a spy or inserting Boss Man? Because I think he's a 4-3 guy. Yeah, I know it's going to take a long time.
I don't think Parsons.
No.
gonna be-
I thought you were saying we needed a DB to spy on. We don't need that this year. We got a different defense.
We don't need it.
I don't think.
Okay, good.
I don't think we need
I
to
think
put.
Parsons can do it.
I don't think we need to put too
Parsons
much
is a
effort.
linebacker. Last year we had to use a DB because we didn't have no good ballers over there to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nobody can keep
This year
up.
we
with
ain't got to do nothing cute like that.
I don't
Go
think
play
we
ball.
need to. I don't think we could. I don't think we need to put that much effort into like super like spying them like that because we fast enough to get to him. You know what I mean? Like sideline to sideline, fast enough to get to him. So we ain't really got to stress out over it. If you listen to Micah talk about it, Micah kind of gave it away. Like, hey man, sometimes it might be me, sometimes it might be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So if J-Ron curses the guy, you know what I mean? So if what you could do is you could flush Kyler with certain pass rushers, get them going in one direction, and then finish them with J-Ron. J-Ron been doing a lot of blitz, and I said that on my last film session or whatever. So you can put him at linebacker, funnel him one way, and just clean up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to over-obsess over Kyler running. Kyler fast, but like we better. You know what I'm saying?
The thing
That's how I
about
feel.
Kyler this year, his design runs are way down, and he admitted that he's trying to not have to do that a lot. But his off-script plays, and that's one of my keys to the victory, is contain the off-script plays. That's where he gets his big plays. And when he's scrambling, he's really scrambling to throw. Yeah. He's not scrambling to run, but he can.
And we play man, so
yeah.
I think
so contain those off-script plays and burn the blitz. That's my other one. Burn the blitz. They're the third highest blitz team. And Dak's been phenomenal against the blitz, touchdown pass wise. So continue to burn the blitz and contain the off-script plays. And I mean, you can make this game get out of hand. But that's no disrespect to their defense, because their defense is a good D. But if you can get up on them and make Kyler Murray have to beat you with his arm, which he has an arm, right? Like he can throw, but they don't got D hop no more. So it's from ball game. It's not as vertical. It's a lot of horizontal stuff. So, and we got the speed to deal with.
Man,
I think we win. We stop the run and we force Kyler to throw the ball everywhere. And this should be a big game for Diggs as well as Brown. He's gonna get him another interception this game.
Exactly, and I think Diggs shadowing AJ Green all over the field. I think that's a good matchup, especially if you got to force the ball to him. Yeah. You're probably gonna see some help with AB or Boss Man covering Kirk. So I think we match up very well in the back end with those guys. And like you said up front, Voch, we got the speed to go get them. Sure. So I feel like if we get the ball back to this offense twice, this I don't want to say easy, but I think that's the recipe for a cruise control victory. You know what I mean? They're never easy because Kyler is definitely an X factor, but I feel like I feel like we're gonna tear his ass up, man. Everybody we done play had to ice up one way or another at some position. We hurting something, man. So I feel like this week is gonna be Kyler and James Conner if he bring his ass out here trying to run aggressive the way he been running, man.
He might not play.
We'll tear their ass up, man. I really feel like we got guys top down that's gonna hurt these guys, man. Period.
Last thing, and y'all can also give your thoughts on this as we're wrapping this up or whatever. I just wanted to talk about the overall playoff thing or whatever, right? And why I think we're in such good position. It's like every other team is continuing to look pedestrian. They're continuing to lose people. They're continuing to, lose to the Saints and shit, lose to the Lions, whatever they choose to do, little goof shit. And it just seems like we're just finding brand new shit that we're good at. Like Donovan's back. Oh, Kelvin Joseph is cold for real. Oh, Neville just shows up. Like we got D-Law now. You know what I mean? I just noticed as every other team is getting bad. Oh, we just getting better. We just getting so much better. And I just think it's time, man. That little thing that we did last week, bro. We just need 6 more. And honestly, we can do it 5 more. You know what I mean? 5 to 6 more times, bro. If we do it, man, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail in Dallas. And
Voch might be in there with you, bro.
Man, ain't gonna give me a bail, bro. We need bail money. Chat, go ahead, Law. Tell me about the playoffs, please, sir.
Oh man, defense travel, running game travel. I think that the last game that we just played, I think that Kellen Moore adopted, hey, I'm gonna run the ball more. And on top of that, even though we still had 100 yards collectively, I love seeing Collins pull. I love seeing the opposition getting out of the way because Collins was there. And I love seeing my boy Zach Martin just pulling, getting in front of people. So I believe that those 2 ingredients, man, will propel this team in the playoffs. Defense travel, running game travel, and we ain't traveling because we're going to be at home. This finna be total pandemonium, right? Cowboys, we going to win it, baby. We finna go on that run. Yeah. Let's go. Playoff time, baby.
Koye, go ahead.
What's the question?
I mean, shit, you had your hand up. I thought you had something to say.
No, I was putting a peace sign up.
Oh, okay. Just give your general thoughts about Cowboys and playoffs as we're wrapping up.
I feel like we're gonna rev up this engine, man. Like I do agree with Foot saying that maybe we take some of the heat off of ourselves in these last 2 games, just play well enough to win both offensively and defensively, because we might see both those teams most likely. I do hope we break the Eagles back because I don't want them to make the playoffs. So I'm not trying to coast our way through that game. I want us to go put our foot in the ass.
Sure.
But in the playoffs, I can't think of a team, literally, like, and I've never like I'm scared of any team, but I can't think of a team that I respect more than I respect what we're able to do on both sides, all 3 phases of the game, not just both sides of the ball. So I feel like we can line up against anybody, and I'm hoping that the narrative becomes what I think it's going to be, which is Mike McCarthy's return to Lambeau and us, ramming them the hell out of here on our way to the Super Bowl. So that's how I feel it's going to go, man. I don't feel like any team can just flat out play with us. We got to have a bad game for any of those teams to have a shot in the playoffs, period. And that's that's both AFC and NFC, man. I feel like we got to have bad games in order for you to be able to play with us anytime you play.
Hey, Koye, quick question before you roll. 2018, 2016, 2014, we have this defense. Do we win?
100%.
14.
You saw that when Dak won the
yeah.
game for us, and then Aaron Rodgers went back out on offense, and our defense couldn't keep them down. Like
Jeremy Mincy and Anthony Hitchens and Nick Hayden and those guys. They,
hands down.
It's different.
Brandon Carr. Dez don't have to catch it if we had this defense.
Brandon Carr and Sensabaugh and Scandrick and them and J.J. Wilcox and them. This is different, man. This is different, bro.
Yeah,
night and day.
Brother Brad.
I want to get my thoughts on the
Please.
playoffs. Oh, thank you, sir.
Please.
Thank you, my good brother.
I'm the host. I got you. I got you.
Hey, man, this was a good show. Man, look.
100.
I don't think we a bad matchup for a lot of teams, bro.
Sure.
For every team.
Talk about it, Sky. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't like to look ahead. I want to beat the brakes off Aaron Rodgers, bro. That smirk, the everything about that dude,
arrogance,
bro.
man.
That's the boss fight. That's the boss fight, man.
Bro,
that's the boss fight.
Let me tell y'all something. I was at the playoff game when Byron Jones led this Bama, bruh. Hey, bro, why would Byron Jones like? What are you doing, bro? You feel me? When who caught that pass? Was that Cook who caught that pass?
Cooks.
Cook.
Oh
my
Like,
God.
come
That was a
on,
tight
man.
end.
Like, come on, Jones.
Yeah.
You bum. It's just like we now have guys who make plays instead of constantly getting plays made on them. You know what I'm saying?
And Byron was actually good, and he wouldn't even be top 3 on this team.
Come on,
Go
Okoye.
ahead.
Like, and that's the facts. Nah, you speaking facts. And see, it took Mike McCarthy. I'm gonna say this.
I'm sorry, Foots.
Playoffs, all that.
I'm sorry, Foots.
Yo.
Get the private chat.
I'm sorry, Foots. Koya, you said what now, sir?
I said Byron Jones was pretty good, but he wouldn't be the top 3 corner on this team.
You ain't
Whoa!
gonna lie to me, Koya. You ain't gonna lie to me.
You tried Koya.
Come on, now you tell me you would take.
Koye always say something at the
Brown
end
over
all the
Jones.
time.
Yo, Koya, you ain't gotta lie to me, man.
Like, can you?
Oh, here we go.
Koya.
Here we go.
Koya, listen, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
Koya.
Here we
Koya,
go.
I'm talking about something.
Here we go.
I
I'm
wanna
gonna
get
answer.
back to
Hit
my
that button.
If you
Hit
let
that
me
button,
answer
Scott.
the mother-
Hit that button, Scott.
If you let me answer to some of my mother, I'm
Hit that
gonna
button,
answer.
Scott.
Check this out.
We lay the way you
How
are,
many
Koya. Go ahead.
How many interceptions do Byron Jones got in his career?
Oh,
in Dallas?
Because they didn't throw at him, Koya. They didn't throw at him.
He got 1 interception in his entire
I wanna
career
get back
here,
to my
bro.
point, Bots.
One in what? 4 years, 5 years?
But they didn't throw at him.
4 or 5 years?
But they didn't-
Must be out of your goddamn.
Because it was so many opportunities all over the field.
But they didn't
I don't
throw
think
at
Byron
him,
Jones
Koya.
is going to be better than Boss Man Fat. I don't think Byron Jones is playing better, ever has played better for us than Jordan Lewis is playing for us right now.
Koya.
Byron Jones this season,
Koya.
AB's having a pretty damn good season,
Jones and Dan Quinn's system.
Stop talking.
and he ain't better than Dix. I don't give a goddamn.
Dan
You been
Quinn's
drinking.
Byron
system
Jones. I only can go by what Byron Jones did on the Cowboys field.
You drunk.
Not with Dan Quinn.
Without Dan Quinn.
Hey, you can say I'm drunk. I'm the Byron Jones advocate. How could I be drunk?
You're not advocating
Byron
for him
Jones-
right now.
I don't think I don't think Byron Jones is top 4 on this
Anthony
team,
Brown
bro.
over Byron Jones right now.
Right now.
That's the big
take-
elephant in the room, Koya. You're saying
Right
that,
now.
You're saying that Anthony Brown is playing better than Byron Jones.
This season.
Ever has?
Okay, so look, Koya.
Yeah.
So let me say this for you, because Dan Quinn can make shit look like sugar, and we don't know what's going on in Miami.
he making
so
shit
we're
look like
talking
sugar
about.
today.
So listen, so we're talking about
Miami got
Byron
one
Jones. We talking about.
Back to my point, Bots.
So Koya, you telling me 19 or 20, whenever he left, you saying 2019 Byron Jones ain't playing as good as Anthony Brown right now?
No.
Bro, Byron Jones was an all-pro.
Bro, Anthony
Hey,
Brown
hey,
got
hey,
picks.
hey,
Byron Jones don't get thrown at. He wasn't getting thrown at. Byron Jones don't
I
get thrown at.
wonder
I'm
why
talking
they
about-
didn't throw at him. I wonder why they didn't.
Because
throw
you gave up 15 yards of cushion on the other side of the field, and you got a free play almost every time underneath Cheeto, which I said.
Koya, I love
Cheeto
you,
on the
man.
other side
He
of the field was
wasn't-
playing off every play.
Koya, I
So
love
Byron,
you.
I'm not taking anything away from Byron Jones, but he played one coverage the entire year, which is cover 3.
Cheeto
The
would
entire
be
year. He
firing
didn't
his
play
defense, by the
He
way.
didn't do shit else.
Cheeto and Byron
Maybe.
would be firing his defense.
Maybe,
they'll
but
be-
they ain't here.
And they'll-
I'm talking
and-
about what guys did.
And they'll be-
I'm talking about what guys do in the uniform. What Cheeto and Byron Jones did in the uniform in the time that they
Cheeto's
were
a
here,
good player.
regardless of coaches, is not better than the product that we putting on the field this year
He's
at corner, top down. Period.
They
Yes,
roasting you. They
period.
roasting you in the comment section.
I don't give a damn.
Oh.
I don't give a damn.
Let me jump back in. Let me jump back in, y'all. Let me jump back in.
Anthony Brown lost a whole game by himself. I ain't never seen that shit before. Go ahead, Foots.
Now you go see y'all shifty as hell. Cause first is two of those pass interferences
I ain't
wasn't
shifty.
even his.
Flat
now they
out.
all his.
Hey,
That's
I
some
tell you
shifty
straight
shit.
up. Ain't
Listen,
no shift in my game.
Okoye.
Flat out.
How many
Byron
completions
Jones
did he
is
give
better
up?
than
That's
Anthony
what-
Brown
what did Byron
and everybody
Jones do
else
to
on here
Michael
except Trayvon Diggs.
Let's attack
What-
Okoye one at a
Michael
time.
Thomas at his
It
peak.
depends on what you
Michael
judge
Thomas
by.
at his
I
peak.
like
What did Byron
corners
Jones
that
do?
give
Time
you the ball
out,
back.
gentlemen. Let's
Go ahead.
let's cuss Okoye out one at a time. Law, go ahead and say what you're saying.
Let's go.
What?
What did Byron
Foots?
Jones
I wanna
do to
finish my-
Michael
Foots,
Thomas?
you're gonna get a chance to cuss Okoye out, but we're
When
talking over
Thomas
each
at
other.
his prime.
Go ahead, Law.
I don't want to
When
cuss it.
Thomas had Drew Brees and everybody, what did Byron Jones do to Thomas?
Shut his head down.
He shut him down.
You think that right now, if Anthony Brown in the prime, whatever Michael Thomas with Drew Brees, Anthony Brown could do the same.
Hold up. What did Thielen and Jefferson do against Anthony Brown this year?
Boy.
Stop it. Keep going.
Hey,
Keep
So you
going.
mean to tell me?
No, keep going.
They didn't do it to Byron either.
What did they do?
They ain't doing the
you
Byron
just asked
either.
me though.
No,
What is
no, no.
Jefferson doing
You
right
see
now?
what Mike-
Jefferson balling right now, right? Jefferson
ain't
balling,
balling
right?
like Michael Thomas was that year.
Jefferson is playing better than who we think is the best wide receiver on our team out of y'all mouths, which is CeeDee Lamb, right? Is Jefferson playing over the last 2 years better than CeeDee Lamb? He killing it, right?
Bro,
So what did he do
Drew
against?
Brees.
What did he
Ain't
do
no
against
way.
us?
No, Drew
I
Brees and
ain't
Michael
hear.
Thomas.
What did he do against us? You just said Michael Thomas and Drew Brees.
Y'all throwing haymakers.
What did Jefferson do against AB and Diggs? What did he do? No, answer the question.
Yo, Law,
Don't
he's
dance.
really good at this. Law, he is really good at this.
What did he
This
do?
mother finna have us believing Anthony Brown.
Hey, I'll take all these. What did he do? Okay, thank you. Next. Who next?
Okay.
Who next?
Koye.
Who next?
I'll offer you
Who
this.
next?
I'll offer you this, Okoye. So look, Thielen and Jefferson did nothing versus Brown, but Thielen and Diggs did nothing versus Byron neither. So pick a new one, sir. Pick a new setup. Because I've seen Byron Jones as our number. See, I got this. I've seen Byron Jones as our number one corner, shut down number one receivers, brother Okoye. I've seen. Go ahead.
So much more difficult than it needs to be.
I agree.
Byron Jones
go ahead.
was a motherfucking
all pro. That's it.
Bro.
We ain't gotta say nothing else. That's it.
End of discussion.
I'm not taking that away from Byron Jones.
You
what I'm saying is I like corners who can get me the ball back. And Byron Jones can't do that.
Because they wasn't throwing at him because they wasn't throwing at him.
No. Ain't got nothing. In 5 years, the one nobody throwing at him in 4 years. He got one interception, and that was at safety. That was at safety. He had 0 interceptions at corner, bro.
Because he was locking folks.
Can I say something real quick though?
Stop.
Go ahead, Scott.
There
I like
something
interceptions.
Before Dan Quinn got here. I don't know what it was, brother, but there was something about this Cowboys team that was allergic to interceptions. Sure. Soon as you leave the Dallas Cowboys, you start getting picks. Look at Cheeto. Byron had a career high interceptions last year, but Brandon Carr started off hot, and then when Rod Marinelli got here, he couldn't get anymore. He went to Baltimore and got 3 in like the first 6 weeks. So there was something about being allergic, or maybe it's a scheme, whatever you want to say, how they were coached.
What's that saying you say?
With all that said,
if this was what? If this was all pro. What's the saying? It's cute. If was what?
If was a fifth.
Take me another shot, man.
If was a fifth. Koye, let me ask you something.
Know what I'm saying?
Koye, let me ask you something, sir.
But it's an if.
Look, I'm not. So I'm
rookie is better than Byron.
I'm talking about how they played. I'm talking about how they played when they were playing.
How can Byron Jones? How can
Byron play for the Cowboys?
How can Byron Jones catch interceptions if he's not being thrown at? Because Reeves had the same
0 times for the season.
Because Reeves had the same problem. I'm not saying that they're similar, but you can't
never
catch
got thrown at all.
Let me jump in, fellas. I've been listening.
Okay, go ahead.
The truth is this: what
listening.
Okoye is saying is these jokers. Byron wasn't a playmaker. I'm not saying that he wasn't an all-pro. I don't have a dog in this fight. I will say though, back to my point about the playoffs, I just want to beat the Pack. That's all I want. And then I'll let you argue.
Man,
I just want to finish that. I really want to finish that.
I like playmakers, baby. And I advocated for Byron Jones to be a corner. I like playmakers though.
At the end of the day, if you look at Okoye's not off, because if you think about it, Kelvin Joseph's ceiling is Scott. His ceiling.
We talking about right now.
Kelvin Joseph going to be.
No. He said right now.
He said Byron will be fourth.
Now,
he said
Byron Jones is not a top 4 cornerback on this team. That is blasphemy, fam.
That's what he said.
No, ain't no way, man.
Well, call me the devil.
That Raiders game,
it is
I know
what
the
it is.
aficionados.
I'm wearing red already.
I know the aficionados had something against.
Y'all got to point to one game this season where he still didn't give up. What receptions did he give up that game? Did he give up receptions that game?
He didn't give up. I'm talking about the Raiders.
Did he give up any receptions that game? Y'all talking about what the refs did that game.
I'm talking about like just pure technique, the way Byron Jones played. Ain't no way the refs would call those flags.
Koye, how about this then, Koye? Let me say this. Hold on, Law. Koye, let me say this. There's this ongoing joke in my chat box while we watching live, where we waiting for the one Anthony Brown big play so that he can get it out the way, right? Because he plays better after he gives up that one big ass play every game. Every game, Anthony Brown gives up a big play, Koye. Then he plays better. We didn't get those big plays from Byron Jones, Koye.
Every game,
all the games, all them shits. He gave up a big. All them shits, Koye.
Let me ask you a quick, simple question, Koye. Koye, this team. So you saying that this team would not be better if you switched the two?
With Byron Jones. I'm only talking about what Byron Jones did under the Cowboys uniform. I'm not talking about Miami's Byron Jones, where he's in a different scheme. I can't say what he would have did in Dan Quinn's scheme. I'm going off of what Byron Jones did for the 4 years he was here. So that Byron Jones, I wouldn't take over the playmakers we have right now because he was here. He had his opportunity to be great while he was here, and he wasn't, in my opinion. If he was, he would still be here. So if he was a playmaker,
he's not here.
There would be no digs if Byron Jones.
Jay Lewis great. You holding him to great standards. It's AB.
Is Byron Jones great? You saying he great?
You just
he was all pro.
You held him to great standards.
He was all pro.
I said the team that we have here are playmakers. I didn't say nobody was great.
So if you're the coach of this team,
you wouldn't be. I mean,
you'll bench him. You'll bench Byron Jones right now.
I didn't say I would bench him. I'm saying
no. If you the second
half, do I think Boss Man? Listen, this is my point in what I'm saying.
Koye would get
I think
fired.
Boss Man is going to be better than Byron Jones
one day.
The end of the day.
One day.
So that's what I'm judging off of. Why would I say anything different? I think he's going to be better than Byron Jones by the end of the day. And I think that I like what I have out of I like what I have out of Jordan. I like what I have out of Jordan Lewis. And I like what I have out of AB this year. They're playmakers this year. I'm not talking about they were here also when Byron Jones was here. I would have never said that then.
You took it
back. I'm talking about what they're doing here. Right. I'm not taking shit back. I'm telling you what they're doing here. I'm telling you what they're doing here right now. This year is what I wanted from those guys. What I wanted from J. Lou, I'm getting. What I wanted from AB, I'm getting this year. I never thought AB was going to be a lineal all-pro. AB just needed to give me what he's giving me this year.
You know what they are?
Don't be the guy that's always fucking up for us. That's all I needed him to do.
Okay,
that's what he's doing.
Let me ask you something. Was AB giving you this before Dan Quinn? No. Was J. Lou giving you this before Dan Quinn? No. Was you call my boss man? Let's not even talk about boss man.
Was Diggs giving you this before Dan Quinn? No.
But what I'm saying is you're giving.
But they're here now.
They are. So
Byron Jones here now.
Byron Jones was a lockdown corner with Chris Richard, is what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Right. So just like everybody else elevated, imagine how much better an all-pro would be with Dan Quinn is what he's saying. But you saying that Anthony Brown, who gives up a big play a game, is better than that?
I've seen. This is the best defense I've seen the Cowboys have in the last 20 years. And Byron Jones ain't on it.
Hold on, whoa.
It's the best defense I've seen us ever have, and Byron Jones ain't here. This is the best defense I've ever seen us have. Byron Jones ain't here.
DeMarcus ain't on it neither.
Hey,
go
guys,
ahead.
so we could come to some type of conclusion. Okoye is right about this being the best defense.
Yeah,
we had a lot of guys who was front runners, even when DeMarcus Ware was out here.
Sure.
I remember we never had nothing like this. And to his point, Byron was the epitome of a Garrett guy. Like, I do think that these guys are all.
He was a dope corner. It was a good corner.
No,
Nobody's
but it's
calling
still
him bad.
just like he wasn't bad.
I just
Scott.
like what he got.
Scott,
he's better than Brown.
I brought this stuff up because I said that he didn't play.
Come on,
no, you did.
I'm comparing Byron number one to number one. I wasn't comparing Byron.
Was Robert Quinn a Gary guy?
Huh?
Was Robert Quinn a Gary guy?
Robert Quinn on coke.
No.
Go ahead.
You see what Robert Quinn doing?
Quickly.
Yeah, that's true. Now you right, Law.
Coaching staff different.
Hey, let me ask y'all this.
Go ahead.
Does Trayvon Diggs give up that play to Cooks on the sideline?
Come on, we doing so many hypotheticals.
Does he give
up?
You
know he don't, though, Sky. Sky, you know he don't.
I don't.
Sky.
Can we give credit to the throw
that's
too?
Playing out of state.
That was unbelievable.
That's why I hate Aaron Rodgers. He's good.
He wasn't a corner then.
Throw was unbelievable.
He was a safety then.
He was a safety at that point.
He was a safety for.
It's facts.
He wasn't all pro at that time.
The ball skills. Stop what you doing.
He wasn't all pro at that time. He wasn't.
He was.
Are you serious? Because I got some Byron Jones. I remember this dude. I was ready.
I got Google. Goddammit! I got Google. He wasn't all pro at the time.
I know he wasn't. But the point is, his first before they moved him back to corner, he was looking like a bust.
Sure.
It was. He did not really.
But I'm talking about Byron Jones. I'm talking about Byron Jones. I'm talking about Byron Jones.
Remember?
I'm talking. It wasn't smart.
Foots. I'm talking about Byron Jones, the All-Pro corner, versus Anthony Brown that gives up a big play per game. Is what
Anthony Brown hasn't played well this year, Voch.
He's
like when y'all do that.
No, Foots. Foots. You're not listening. Foots. You're not listening. Foots. Foots. Okay, let me say this. Look, I will repeat it. There's an ongoing joke in my chat on game day that Anthony Brown gives up at least one big play before he starts to playing well. Then he plays well. but he still gives up a big play. And Byron Jones is an all-pro. It's levels.
Let me ask you a question, Voch.
Yes, sir.
Voch, let me ask you a question.
Indubitably, yes, sir. In closing, cause
Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown.
is a
Would you? Let me tell you, Boss Man Fat look great. He can't even
Sure.
get on the field over Anthony Brown.
sure.
So
I don't like that argument either.
But
you know what?
I never seen
your
it.
law.
People
But Foots,
hate
to
on
be
him
fair,
because you wait
but
for him well.
You gotta go to.
But Foots,
You're waiting for him to play well. Y'all hating on him, but he balling this year, and you can't take that away from
But
him.
Foots,
Period.
but
I'm trying
Foots,
though.
to be
It's
fair,
nice
watch
try.
this. Watch this.
The
Foots,
ongoing joke and all that.
Watch this.
Name it.
Watch this. Foots, to be
Because
fair,
he
Big
gives
plays
up
every game.
one play or two plays a game.
To be fair,
we're gonna say that Anthony Brown can't play ball.
we didn't say that.
That's
Foots,
crazy.
Foots, Kelvin.
We doing
look,
a lot of hyperbole tonight.
Foots, to be
There
fair,
ain't no hyperbole.
Kelvin Joseph.
One.
Kelvin Joseph ain't all pro neither. Kelvin Joseph got a bright future to where he would be better than Anthony Brown. So that's why that's why Brown is playing over Kelvin Joseph.
Man,
I'm talking-
LVE's an all pro. What you talking about?
At some
Come on,
point.
man. Stop throwing that all pro around there like that means something.
Not today.
LVE all pro. LVE all pro.
Not today.
LVE is an all pro. You want to keep throwing that on his resume? Do that
Ooh,
mean
look at Sky.
LVE is
Ooh,
better
Sky
than
got
Micah
red.
or
Ooh,
any-
Sky red.
Curse is not an all
Sky
pro.
red. Ooh,
Curse ain't an all pro.
Sky.
Is LVE better than Curse?
After that you're doing
Curse ain't an all pro. You throwing
doing
y'all keep throwing all pro out there, painting it with it. All pro, all pro.
has been better
Curse
than
better than
Anthony
LVE?
Brown his whole career.
Man,
What are
listen,
we doing?
Listen.
I'm done. I'm done with this Anthony Brown.
But what I see,
Hey,
what I
hold
see
on,
them
hold
put
on,
on the
whoa,
field
whoa,
this
whoa,
year,
hold on, time
I
out,
like
time
what
out,
we
time
got
out.
is basically what I'm saying to y'all.
I
I
do
like
too.
everybody we
Scott,
got on our team.
Scott,
I wouldn't
Scott,
trade
Scott.
not one
Anthony
of them for
Brown's
Byron
better than
Jones.
Jalen Ramsey,
Period.
I guess, because he was an all
It's
pro.
not about
All right,
being
fellas.
better.
All
I
right,
said I
all
wouldn't
right, all
trade
right.
none of that guys
Hold
for
on,
nobody.
hold on.
Look how they
Hold
try
on.
to
We
play.
screaming.
We
We
keep
screaming.
going. Oh, and
Gentlemen,
Trayvon better than Dion,
gentlemen,
right?
gentlemen,
So keep
gentlemen.
on done with the
Koye.
We doing crazy shit
We
out there.
screaming. We
No, we gonna do
screaming.
the history.
Foots, we screaming over each other.
This is what they want.
Foots, we screaming over each other. This is not what they want. They want
what they want.
This ain't what they
Don't want
want.
no-
We
This
can't.
is no Acho. This is no Emmanuel Acho show.
We cannot scream.
Right.
Listen. In closing.
Yeah, let's in closing. That's good.
No,
Charles,
I'm not letting
Charles.
you off the hook, bro.
In closing, because Foots got to go to church.
No. Hold
Amen.
on,
Sky gotta go.
hold on. 'Cause
He said, damn that.
Hold on,
No,
hold
listen.
on, real
Go ahead,
quick.
Foots.
No.
Go ahead,
We're gonna talk
Foots.
about when
Foots
Anthony
about to
Brown was drafted
magnify.
from Purdue.
Okay, so let's do this then. Let's do this then.
No,
Let's
real
do.
quick,
No.
real
Foot.
quick.
I got you. Foot. I got you.
When
Foot.
did
Foots. I got you.
Byron Jones
I
come
got you.
on
Foots. I
his
got you.
career,
Foots. I
Sky?
got you. Foots. I
When
got
did
you.
he come on his
Foots.
career?
Foots. I got you. Everybody.
when did he come
Foots.
on?
Foots.
I
I got
can't hear you.
Foot.
I don't know what's
Foots.
going on.
Foots.
When did he
Foots.
come on?
Foots.
When did he
Relax.
come on? When did he
Foots.
start playing well?
Foots.
2018 when he became
Sky.
an
How
all-pro.
long has Anthony
Well,
Well, he
Brown
was
been on
playing
the
well
field?
before that, but he was
Foots.
an all-pro tournament.
How long has Anthony Brown been on the field? Since his rookie year, correct?
Correct.
How long has this regime trusted?
Foots. Listen.
Regime?
Everybody.
Meaning
Everybody.
like
Second.
the Joneses.
Am I muted?
They couldn't cut him this year.
I know. Voch, go ahead. I'm letting Voch.
Am I
go,
muted?
go, go, go.
Everybody, listen. Everybody.
The church hand up there. Come on.
Everybody. Because we can't talk over each other. It's 5 of us. 3 of us been drinking.
you, Koye.
So let's do this. One at a
I'm all
time.
out.
Thank you.
Need some more out of this.
That's a rarity. When Foots is defending me,
I
you
got
know
a
some
long
shit
way to
going
go,
on.
baby.
I got
Go
you,
ahead.
Koye.
Foots.
We gonna
Foots.
fight these.
What I'm
Foots.
talking about. You
Foots.
see the rings, man. Blue and silver all day.
Koye. Foots. We're going to one at a time and not talk over each other. In 30 seconds, give our closing statements on that. And we're going to move on and wrap up the show. And we're going to not scream over each other. Foots.
All right.
You done already talked for a minute, so I should skip over you, Foots, but I love you. So, Foots,
I'm gonna go quick.
give us 30 seconds on your closing thoughts on this discussion, sir.
On this discussion now, coverage Byron Jones is for sure real. This is all I'm gonna say, and this is the guy's honest truth. Anthony Brown has been on the field for whatever reason since he's been drafted, and they extended him. Did they give him big money? Not at all. But we can't. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, because you talking about somebody who wanted Anthony Brown. I wanted Kelvin Joseph to take that job, and it seems like he just keeps getting better. Like in the Raiders game happened.
Sure.
But I don't want this to be looked at as Anthony Brown is a bad corner, because he's not. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
And nobody said that. Koye, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
See, no, I'm not gonna let you. Hold on. See, no,
It's Koye's
See,
turn. Nobody called
He
Anthony.
just closed the door. See how Bot's good at that.
Koye. Bot's is great at that.
That's how you recognize you. He dropped the mic on you, cut the mic off.
You got hell for that, Bot.
Nobody called. Nobody called Anthony Brown trash. Go ahead,
But
Koye.
why do you have a segment where you wait for him to make a bad play?
I'm not waiting on him. It's
That's
just
what it
that.
sound
It's
like.
just that
That's what it
one.
sound like to me.
It's just that one
That's what
bad
it sound
play
like.
per.
Koye,
It's just
come on,
one
bro.
bad play per game happens, and we go up.
That's
There
not
it
even
is.
true though.
Okay,
That's not
okay,
true.
okay,
He
Koye.
is hell, ain't he?
I want you to show me one bad play per
no,
game.
Koye, you're right.
Anthony
That's
Brown.
hyperbole. That's hyperbole.
Right.
Hyperbole.
Because he had some games where he played flat out. Like the Carolina game, you can't say he had a bad play. Gave up a big play that game. He ain't give him no big play in the Vikings game neither. You know, he ain't been giving up big plays lately. Period.
You're on the clock.
You know what I mean? And since the Raiders game, he been on that. But this not y'all always turn me into Johnny Cochran for whoever y'all hate because y'all come at him and I gotta be like the level head here. What I'm saying, period, is I like the 4 guys that we got out here and I wouldn't trade them for nobody else in the league. I'm not obviously if Jalen Ramsey was available in here, I'm gonna take Jalen Ramsey. I ain't crazy. If Byron Jones was still here,
over Ramsey.
if Byron Jones was still here and he would have been there in this regime showing me something different than what he showed me when he was here, I wouldn't say what I said. I like interceptions. I do think Byron Jones obviously covers better than AB. I would never make that argument. But I like what the guys that we have here, the plays that they've been making this season, I wouldn't trade the 4 guys that we have out there for anybody. That's just how I feel because this is the best defense that the Cowboys have ever put together in front of my own eyes. And that's all I'm judging by, my eyes, not my feelings, not no stats, not none of that. What I've seen on the field and cohesion matters. Sure. Chemistry matters. So what I'm seeing on the field right now is the best defense that we've had since I've been watching the Cowboys in the last 20 years, bro. That's not no knock on nobody. That just is what it is. Y'all jumped into the, make Byron a bum versus AB. I'm not even, I ain't make that argument, but y'all want to make, I'm the one who came and said Byron Jones should be a corner in the first place. Like that was my argument. So I don't hate Byron Jones. I just feel like what he's done for the Cowboys versus what we're doing right now don't hold a candle. Period. All pro too. You can take that with you.
I really like how you put Byron Jones versus the collective. I really like how you did that. Because, Koye, we don't disagree as much as you think. It's just that Byron Jones is better than Anthony Brown. Go ahead, Law.
No.
He did it to me too. But you see it,
Scott.
Go ahead, Scott.
The conversation
Go ahead, Scott.
has changed. Okay.
Never.
Yes. 10 minutes ago,
Let him talk,
price
Koye.
is not today's price. Apparently,
Let's go.
The conversation has changed, Koye.
Ow.
So I'm
Koye.
with you because the first thing you said was Byron Jones would not. He's not a top 4 corner on this team, and that's blasphemy.
I wouldn't
That's
take
the only
him
reason
over
why
none
I
of the
was
4 guys
stopping.
I said I wouldn't take him over the 4 guys we got right now. That's the same statement. That's not a change, bro. I still said that and I stand on it. I like the 4 guys we got. Period.
I like them
wouldn't
too.
take Byron.
It's
I
not
wouldn't
your
take
turn,
if Byron
Koye.
Jones is on the market right now. I wouldn't say let's cut AB
That's
and bring
not
out
the
That ain't
Byron
what we're
Jones.
talking about.
I wouldn't do it.
That ain't what we're talking
That
about.
wasn't. But see, the
That ain't what we're
conversation
talking
changed.
about.
What do you
So
mean?
I agree with
That's the
you. I
same
like our
conversation,
guys.
That
bro.
ain't what we're talking about.
That's the same
Byron Jones is
conversation.
Koye is really the
Jones-
smartest person on this panel.
I'm done with this conversation.
Koye is so
Here's the
intelligent.
thing.
Never.
Byron Jones is
Never.
Byron
Y'all trying to
Jones.
make me shifty.
Here's my final thoughts on this.
Koye
and
is
this
so
is my
smart.
opinion. He's better than AB, and that's just the end of that discussion. So I'm done.
Nobody arguing that.
Okoye,
That ain't gonna be arguing.
Okoye,
You
I-
trying to change the conversation. Bro.
Okoye,
Stop trying to change it.
Okoye-
I ain't say he's a bum behind these 4. I said I wouldn't take him over these.
Koye,
4. It's called semantics, brother.
I am envious of how smart you are.
I know.
Koye.
And he got
wish.
what's it called? He got the
Je ne sais quoi.
the stamina to go
The
too.
stamina. The stamina.
I can
See,
do this
that's
all
where that
night.
boxing.
Stamina.
That boxing come in. He wear your
I'll
ass
wear
down.
you
So you
out.
be like, you know
wear you
what?
out.
You know what?
Them
Anthony
damn
Brown is
jams.
an all pro. God damn it, you're right.
Sky, you will
The
walk
body
away from
shot
this
shit.
shit exhausted, won't you? You walk away from this shit tired.
Damn.
Like, fuck Okoye, I don't care about no. Still goddamn.
Okoye told a story about his
Ooh, look at
someone
Flitz. Ooh,
getting
look at
knocked
Flitz.
out
Ooh,
in a
look at
sparring
Flitz.
match and he quit.
Oh,
That's basically what Okoye just did to us. He
Yeah,
took us
I
into a sparring match in a battle royale and threw everybody out the ring.
Oh, but
Don't matter what happened.
I think I got the Omarion.
Okay, so time out,
I got
time
the
out,
Omarion.
time out,
Yeah.
time out, brother.
Stamina. My bad. I said stamina. Stamina.
Stamina.
man.
Brother Law,
All right, go ahead.
brother Law, quickly, in 30 seconds, give your point on this. We're supposed to go like 20 minutes ago, but
Right.
But this shit
Y'all
happened.
started it.
Overtime.
Y'all started it. Y'all should just let me
here-
say what I
Here-
say. and go
Here's
off
here's
the
the
sunset.
solution right here.
Go ahead, Law.
all through training camp, boss man fat Kelvin Joseph played better than Anthony Brown. And I get it. It was a matter of circumstances causes Anthony Brown to start. One thing that we can say, Dan Quinn is the mastermind of everything. Defensive front make you play so much better. And I'm not saying that that's the reason why Anthony Brown is playing good for this year. I can tell you this. DeMonte KZ gave up bigger plays to me than Anthony Brown because of his duty of rolling coverages. Even if you look back at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, the big play that was given up on Brown's side was due to DeMonte KZ. So I will give Anthony Brown a beat of credit because of Dan Quinn. But I can tell you guys, don't be prisoners of the moments like Collier is down there. Because I can tell you, that doggone Kelvin Joseph is a monster out there. And if he had the privilege to play every game this year, Anthony Brown would have been an afterthought. From what my assessment of Anthony Brown due to training camp.
Lotto do it. Lotto take that bait. We'll be here till 12.
What Anthony Brown can do.
We're going to be counting this shit
down.
down.
That make you say that?
We're going to be Lotto take that bait, man.
That's all I'm saying.
Law, we're going to be counting this shit down.
What has he done that with
Lotto do it?
Kevin Joseph is that dude. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
I believe it. But he hasn't done it on the film yet. Ain't got the film yet. That's all. He ain't done it yet.
Just don't have the film yet.
He had a good game last game. I give him that. But Anthony Brown and Jay Lou have had better games than that this season on film.
Give the kid more than 57 snaps. You'll see Kelvin Joseph arise.
I also saw him getting cut out of his shoes and the ball not going in his direction last week too. I know y'all saw that.
I know
y'all saw that. I know you saw it. Oh, don't play. Don't play. I know you saw it. I know you saw it.
But I said there will be some growing pains. Would you take the growing pains that Trayvon Diggs went through last year?
Of course. No, I think Boss Man will be our best. I'm not fronting on Boss Man. I'm not even trying to make that argument. I think Boss Man will be a cover.
Diggs went through last year.
No, I think Boss Man will be a CB1 on this team at some point, like real rap.
That's my honest.
A level. Because I think his versatility, he has more versatility than Diggs, in my opinion. Diggs is just a better ball hawk, in my opinion. That's just me. That. So I wouldn't argue with that. Because he could play slot, he could play on outside, inside, either side. He could follow all that. I don't like Diggs.
I would love to see it. If that happens, that means we got two super studs.
I think we got him. I really agree with that. I think we got him. I'm not gonna make that argument. I won't even knock at Boss because I like Boss. I really do think he's gonna be.
What year there was Collier when they had Christian McAllister over there at Ravens? They had the Ravens.
Christian McAllister, he was getting picks like crazy, but he had that crazy front seven.
They had the two. Yeah. They had the two guys on the side.
Well, Jimmy Smith. We talking about when they had Smith and
wait, I'm talking about the old school.
He's talking about the 2001
Samari Rolle,
2002, 3, 4 Ravens.
Oh yeah.
Samari Rolle,
Ed Reed and Ray Lewis,
or like Aqib Talib when he had Harris when they was over there. They was killing it too.
On Denver,
Harris is more like a boss man, like a guy you can put everywhere.
That's us.
So
we can go back and do. Go ahead.
So with that being said, fantastic roundtable. I love it. I know this was a little interesting, but fantastic roundtable.
Quinn did this shit to my joint couple episodes ago about D-Law. We went a whole hour.
Oh yeah, you like the debate. We wore each other out on that one too.
Just in case there's anybody, just in case there's anybody watching that may be confused at how we get down, we love each other, and Koye gonna be. Koye gonna be right back on Sky Channel Thursday doing his breakdown.
Right, this
like
what we do, man.
Like we good. It's just that we are who we are when it comes to this thing. I would like to put
innocent.
I would like to put not guilty.
Law took me on a tour trying to whoop my ass when I was saying that back then. He took me on a tour like introducing people to whoop my ass. Like, hey, you want to talk to this guy about this, Brian? You want to talk to everybody.
Talk to this guy.
That's how I met Voch. He's like, Voch, you want to whoop his ass? Yo, who want to whoop his ass next? Yo, somebody? Nobody?
Boy, that was almost a nuclear missile. Me and you going head up, but it just ain't happening for whatever reason.
It was good.
I would love to get y'all to, say this on camera or whatever, right? We normally do roundtables every like 2 months or something, but like, come on. Y'all want to do one for every playoff game, considering if we, whatever.
I'm down.
You got to. Without question. And I'm gonna get to Dallas. So I just don't know if I want to come. I don't know if I want to come for the first game or the second. I think I'm gonna come for the first game. So that's 2 weeks away.
Existence. Man, I love.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Got a minute.
That's one thing. Like if everybody here in Dallas for a playoff game, we got to link.
Oh yeah, we got.
I'm Sky. I told y'all, Dak's rookie year, I had to push up. I ain't playing, bro. Like this is when it's something special, and I'm be real. When they go to Super Bowl, I don't know.
All right, first, when you know when you're going, say when you're going. If you know when you're going, I'll be there. I ain't gonna promise to go
Cowboy in the race, guy.
I'll probably go to the bar and hang with Scott.
Chill.
You know what I mean?
I just want to be able to cover the game, man. Like this is gonna be big, man. I really want to make sure that like Zeke get one. Zeke deserve one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys deserve one. Zach Martin, Tyron deserve one, bro. You feel me?
Sure.
Okay.
And it's gonna be so beautiful going to Green Bay and popping and Aaron Rodgers, bro. Front run.
Pause.
Beautiful.
So with that,
Pause.
So with that being said, man, we don't want to hold everybody too long, man. They got New Year's things to do. They got other little things to do. We've committed verbally on the camera or whatever, so we'll just cross that road and figure it out. We did this on the fly, so it's not as cute as it would be, but Will Steele's OCD will be back in effect at some point. So we'll appreciate it.
Got kicked in today. Y'all should have seen me before the goddamn on stream.
So listen, this is what I want y'all to do. Koy, I want you to pull this down, put it on your channel or whatever. Get your money's foots. You do the same thing.
I still got to put ours up too from the other day too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Going home for the last 2 days.
Brother Will Steele already, Law Nation, doing this right now on your side. We have a collective of 1,100 people watching us live, man, and you know what I'm saying, that just deserves, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of praise, man. So let me just hit this war call one time for us, you know what I'm saying, just one time.
I got a button for y'all.
Go ahead, sir.
When we get this dub, when we get this ring, when we get this 6,
My glass.
all you gotta do is just play this.
Oh, that's my shit right there.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still there, ball?
Talk your talks, guy.
Hey,
they don't even.
Boy, Dean nasty, too, bro. That boy Dean nasty.
Hey, look. The way these niggas act, you wouldn't even think it was a football season.
Steal them boys. Speaking in tongues on their ass.
Listen, so with that being said, everybody, let's quickly get some plugs in. Koye Media, tell the good people where they find you, sir.
Man, accumulated knowledge over years of experience, man.
That's so
find
great.
me at Koye Media on YouTube. Definitely find me on IG. If you don't like me on the RoundTable, you're gonna hate me on IG. So if you don't like argumentative, just very ridiculousness, keep me on YouTube. But if you like that sort of thing, definitely follow me on IG too, man, under the same name.
Trust me, sir. They like that kind of thing. Brother Brad, please, sir, tell them where to find you.
Everywhere, man. Same thing. Fuss the King. Twitter. I go in on Twitter during the games. IG more like family music stuff. I've been chilling on that joint. And then obviously YouTube, Cowboys Nation TV. And y'all already know what time it is, man. Shout out to y'all boys, man.
Appreciate you.
Likewise.
Man. Brother Will Steele, please.
Hey, man, you can find me every morning, Monday through Friday, A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube. I have a Koye on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And on Sundays, I'm on YouTube as well, doing the Game Day Lives with Jesse Holly. But on Twitter, man, at Skywalker Still. Hit me up.
Yes, sir.
I've been on your show too, Scott. Dang, bro.
True. But you've been knowing through the call. So Koye got the little segment. We trying to get you into the segments. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get the Wednesdays for you.
I would love that.
Lock me in, man. We're going to figure something out. For this playoff run, we need to go ham, y'all. This is
go ham.
Yeah.
And if Dallas Cowboy YouTubers had a coaching tree, Law Nation would be the Bill Walsh and shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was the top.
He the
branch.
Osiris of this joint.
You know what I'm saying? Brother Law, please. I mean, you live on yours, but there's gonna be people watching mine and everybody else. Tell them who you are and where to find you, sir.
I appreciate everything, man. Law Nation Sports, man. You guys can find me on multiple platforms under that handle there. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing and sharing this content and helping us grow. Hey, We got 30,000 more to go to get that 100K, man. So I want you guys to please hit that like button, share it, and subscribe to Law Nation Sports to get to that 100K.
Get it.
Someone in the chat was asking for our Twitters. That's Foots the King, Okoye Media on Twitter, Okoye Media on Twitter, Laws Nation on Twitter, Skywalker Steel, and A to Z Sports on Twitter, and Voch Lombardi, of course. And I'm Voch Lombardi, of course. VOCHLOMBARDI. I do film breakdown. It's about to be draft season too, so if you're a Cowboy fan and you into the draft thing, I go heavy on draft and all that good stuff. And this is the roundtable, man. You know what I'm saying? This could have been any combination of people, but this combination in particular, I think is one of them ones, man. So I appreciate y'all fellas, man, being here. I appreciate everybody. So let me be like Sky and have some leaving music. Let me just cut some leaving music on. Cut on some leaving music. You know what I'm saying?
Freestyle.
We do watch-alongs on Sunday, whether you watching me Sunday, whether you watching Law Koye Foot Sunday. Sky will do the the half, and post games and all that. Tune in to all of us, man. You watch one of us, click over, watch the after, support. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Till wild card weekend. Salute.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 3.5 more
Happy
hours.
New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
I ain't got no cheers. I ain't got nothing left though.
I ain't got nothing left. That's why me and Koye was describing.
I got a long way to go, man. We're going to get on this.
You already know it's all love, Scott. I talk trash, man. It's all love.
My boy, man.
And we're going to let the graphics loop one time. Okoye went to management and got his new picture.
Fact.
Yeah, we was street man.
There we go.
I look like an old ass man in that first. I'm like, I gotta get a new picture.
You was like,
He came for me on the He said Twitter. He texted me. He said, you gotta get this out of here, Scott.